Okay, so this will be a not so quick one. I want to go into depth here. So I have my notes here. I've been meditating a lot these days, so it kind of puts things into perspective, if that makes sense. So I want to discuss some topics. So I have in my notes reality, like talk about life, like why you live, mortality, talk about death, everything leading up to death, meditation, and quality. So let's start with reality. Like, what's the meaning of life? What is, mortality? Like, reality is never a dull topic to discuss about. You know, we're all put in this world. We don't really know what is going on, but we just have to figure it out before we die. I guess. Like, I, we're born. Whatever happens in between is up to us. Free will is also a subtopic on that reality. Do we have free will? But the big question is, what's the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? And the funny part is, you can't discuss reality without mortality. Death gives life meaning. So is there actually a meaning of life? I don't think there is a specific meaning of life. There's fundamentals, there's constants. Like, you know, getting stronger is never going to not help. But as the thing, done too much, it can affect your life, quality of life, which we're going to talk about. Done too little can also affect quality of your life. So is there a sweet spot? Is there a meaning to the example I just gave working out? So I'll just use that as an example. So I don't think there is a meaning of life. I think it's our individual reason that counts. We're supposed to give our own we're supposed to give our own meaning to life. And keyword there is meaning. Something that purpose, give yourself a good meaning to what you're doing, because life is very short. We don't see it as short because we are very finite beings. But I don't know, just imagine the universe. And so um everything I'm talking about is going to flow into each other, because these topics you can't really have them without talking about each other. Mortality, I don't know, just thinking about death is so humbling. Seeing people dying is so humbling. Seeing old people is so humbling. Seeing newborn babies is also so humbling. And we're all going to grow old, so you might as well do something that gives you meaning. Might as well do something that when you're on your deathbed, you can be like, oh, okay, I have accomplished something, or at least I did something. You know, I don't know. I see a lot of people doing things that it's not fulfilling to them. You can just tell, and it's so sad. I'm also not doing anything that's fulfilling to me. I'm working on it, but I don't have full control yet, full autonomy of what I want to do. If that makes sense. So I'm still working on it, and I hope people work on it too. You know, living someone else's life is not a life. You know, those aren't two lives. It's basically one. You can't live another person's dreams. You know, even at the cost of the happiness. You have to put yourself first, and it depends on the situation. So, talking about reality and mortality, I guess I'll sum up, there is no meaning, but you have to give it meaning yourself. You have to do something that sets your heart on fire, sets your heart on ablaze. Gives you chills thinking about it. It doesn't make you sleep. So whenever I see prescriptions on like what to do with your life, or this is what you should do, this is what you should study, this is how you should treat, this is how you should raise your family. I really think people should focus, should should tailor it to their specific characteristics. to their specific situations. And that's about reality and mortality. There's a lot more to discuss, but when it gets dark. Another thing is meditation. So these days I've been meditating a lot, and it's actually very, a calm mind is such a high ROI activity or thing to have, a calm mind. But these days we have like access to our phones at our fingertips, our devices. My laptop is literally right here, it's dead, so I can't use it. So I was literally like, let me record a video. But yeah, we're basically like androids already, because we need our phones. It feels like second nature to us. The only thing is that it's not implanted in us yet. So I wrote something down. I'll just read it. I wrote something down, meditation. My book here. In my opinion, you don't need to force yourself to meditate. It's something that occurs when you're in the right place. Oftentimes, people treat meditation like a chore. 10 minutes of meditation without my phone, and I meditated. That's not meditation. Meditation has to do with being present in the moment. So how can you achieve that while setting a 10-minute time and anticipating the future? Worrying about 10 minutes from now. Meditation has to do with a place more than anything. With the right condition, meditation occurs as a result. So yeah, I used to meditate with a timer. I used to treat it like a chore. I used to force myself to meditate. It's not really meditation. But these days I go out to meditate. There's a field in front of my house, so I go there to meditate. There's different reasons for meditation. Clear your mind, be present in the moment, and depends on your reason. But yeah, setting a timer doesn't really work because it defeats the whole purpose of meditation. What else? Quality, very good. I wrote this one like 2 days ago. Quality. So let me read on this. People often neglect this part of their life. In search of something bigger, quantity. My claim is that because you have more of something, it doesn't make it better, and this varies from person to person, although they are constant. So this is the discrepancy between quantity and quality. So I'll give a couple of examples. Let me read it. More kids could mean more expenses, less love to go around, less resources, which reduces the overall quality of the household. That's just an example. Take it as you will. More money, quantity is great and all, but if earned or spent in the wrong way, could reduce the quality of your life. For example, busting your ass commuting to and from work, that could really affect your mental health. You could go downhill from there, trying to earn money in the wrong way. Owning too many expenses could be a headache. That's quantity. Because you could also reduce gratitude because you have everything you need. That could reduce the quality of your life. Maybe that's probably like the highest people in the world, like billionaires. Imagine waking up and you have every single thing you could ever want. I don't know, maybe that's okay, but owning many houses but not a home. Owning many houses quantity but not a home quality. Like, for example, I'll give like a penthouse. I guess that's good and all, but then I don't know why it doesn't give up the vibe of a home. Mom, dad, kids running around, dog, golden retriever. It doesn't really give the feeling of that's my home. Maybe home is where people are. Maybe home has to do with the people, but I don't know. Depends on the family. Getting with the hottest girl based on beauty stats, quantity, as opposed to getting with one which directly complement your life, quality. So that's because the girl is. I don't talk about relationships. Getting views for the sake of being famous, quantity. the amount of views you get, as opposed to getting views based on the lives you change or the people you affect. Quality. The highest quality life hack you ever have is a calm mind, no stress, no anxiety. You can make better decisions and live you can live life better on a better playing field. Calm body. I'll leave this with a quote from Naval. A fit body, a calm mind, and a house full of love. These are things that cannot be bought but have to be earned. So again, I think everyone should I, you should listen to people on the internet, but you should take into account that they are not you and you're not them. So there will be a few differences in your life. So you have to tailor it to your individual. That's your job. Your job is to tailor it to your individual circumstance. Thank you.